friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa Stringworks Workshop. It is Thursday, May 26th, and I just want to say thank you so much for the wonderful, nice comments about the mandolin yesterday and how I was feeling about it. I really appreciate it. I was so proud to hear that so many of you agreed with me that it was a really fine sounding mandolin, that it was coming across. And it's amazing to me that the whole thing is done with just a Canon, like T7i camera. Is that what these are? I think that's what it is. And that's all it is. I just have the microphone out of the camera. So to me, I think these cameras do a good job on sound anyway, but it's amazing that it's just a little tiny hole as a microphone, But anyway, I'm really happy with it. I played it quite a bit last night, which is something I don't do that often. I don't usually play that much in the evenings when I'm sitting around at home, but I played this one. I got out my Roland 2400 or 2480 recording station, and I'm starting to relearn that. I've had a hiatus of about 3 to 4 years there where I about forgot everything I knew about that machine. I've always said that machine's the most complicated machine ever designed by a human, just short of the space shuttle. It really is a complicated machine. But it does a good job recording, and I did some preliminary recording last night, but I'm not sure it's good enough to use for anything yet, and I'm just relearning the whole machine. It's hard to understand it. So it's going to take me a while before I can start producing some decent recordings on it again. I did play this on the recording, and it did sound really good coming across there. I've got a bunch of projects that are going to be coming up here over the next few days in these vlogs. I'm behind on several instruments, at least 3 or 4 that need repair work. I've still got the old Gibson too that the finish has to be finalized on. The finish is improving finally. That's the record for sure of the longest instrument that's ever been in the shop. I've never held an instrument as long as I've held this old Gibson, and it's sad to say it, but I just didn't want to send it back until I felt like it was at least halfway decent. And it's not halfway decent yet, but it's getting real close. It's not going to look like a factory finish, I don't think, but it's going to be at least a B+ type finish, maybe an A- when we're done, which is, about as good as you can hope for when you have that much trouble with an instrument. But I do have several other repairs and things that are sitting up on the shelf that I haven't even looked at. So we'll get those out and start dusting those off here in the next day or so, and you'll start to see those things in the daily vlogs. Right now I thought I'd just try one more song. This one's a little complicated tune, so I'm going to give it my best shot. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to turn the camera down just a little bit. I believe this song is called When the Thought of You Catches Up With Me. I think it was by one of those one-hit wonder type artists, David Ball, country music. You can look it up on YouTube, I'm sure. I heard Bill Pilliard, a friend of mine that built his guitar in my shop, I heard him do this song, and wow, I just fell in love with it instantly and wanted to do it. I hope I can even just barely do it justice. So, here we go. It can happen any moment without reason or rhyme. It might be right around the corner, or it will come up from behind. The picture that I thought would fade, but I still clearly see. And that's when the thought of you catches up with me. It can happen on a Sunday drive, the sky above a shade of blue, driving down some lonesome highway, and then you come into view. Mile after mile goes by, and you're all I see. That's when the thought of you catches up with me. to a better place in time. It can happen in the dead of the night or any day of the week. Sometimes you'll come and find me when I'm in bed asleep. Then I'll have that dream about you. Oh, I love what I see. That's when the thought of you catches up with me. That's when the thought of you catches up with me. Well, I hit one wrong chord there right at the end, but I'm just going to go with that. You can tear me up if you want to. I really don't recall ever hearing that song on the country radio myself, but when I heard Bill do it, I thought, that's one I got to learn. I really think that's a neat sounding tune. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be seeing you tomorrow, probably with the beginnings of some of these instruments that need work here in the shop. Thanks for watching.